I had to find out that Bambi wasn't lying. She wasn't lying, y'all. She wasn't lying on that issue. That. He was so late. And then they would have to pay $400 late fee on rent. It's okay. She wasn't lying. I don't like her, but she wasn't lying. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know what you want from Momma Dee, but I'm not a liar. Even if I'm wrong, I'll tell you.
And my hope is that since the women can come together, Scrappy and Khaotic can do the same too.
You know what your problem is? I ain't got no problem.
Now you stepping out of your lane once again, so I might have to smack that ass. You know, you're done. Don't call me. I don't want. I'm like T.I. What he saying, A.T.I.? I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to skate with you. I don't want to do nothing. Cause now it's soon. I got a record I'm about to drop today that I already pre-recorded because I knew you was gonna come up, fumble up on some bullshit. And when this record drop,
yeah, you going like trying to troll, acting like, you know what I'm saying? You so G'd up, like that was a G'd up move. Bro, you playing on TV. What you doing is, right, you allowing this whole TV thing. The reason I don't respond back gangsta y'all is because I'm not trying to allow this TV stuff to really turn into something. You know what I'm saying? You threw a drink at me, bro.
After the heated clash between Scrappy and Khaotic on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the situation was already tense. But what came next took things to a whole new level. Drama exploded again when Momma Dee, Scrappy's outspoken and fiercely loyal mother, found out that Khaotic had been secretly messing around with Bambi, Scrappy's wife. It wasn't just some small slip-up. For Momma Dee, this was a straight-up betrayal that cut deep. Momma Dee had always treated Khaotic like part of the family. He was someone she welcomed into their circle, and Bambi, despite their rocky history, was still her daughter-in-law. So when she learned they had something going on behind Scrappy's back, it felt like a knife to the heart. She wasn't going to stay quiet about it either. The moment she got the confirmation, she wasted no time tracking Khaotic down. She came at him with fire in her eyes and fury in her step. There was no holding back. "You got some nerve, Khaotic," she said, her voice sharp and loud. "You think you can sneak around and be with Bambi like nobody was gonna find out? That's my son's wife." Khaotic, clearly caught off guard, tried to calm the situation. "It's not what you think," he started to say. But Momma Dee wasn't hearing it. "Don't play me," she snapped, her face tight with anger. "You've been lying to Scrappy, lying to me, and now you're creeping around with his wife? That's low, even for you." He tried to defend himself, saying things between him and Bambi just happened and that it wasn't planned. But Momma Dee didn't care how or when it started. All she knew was that he had crossed a serious line, and no excuse would make it better. "You call yourself his friend?" she asked, her voice rising. "A real friend wouldn't go behind his back and get involved with the woman he's married to. That's betrayal, plain and simple." Khaotic apologized. He told her he didn't mean for it to get this far and that he was sorry. But Momma Dee wasn't moved. Her loyalty ran too deep to accept a simple apology. "Sorry doesn't fix this," she told him firmly. "You went behind my son's back and disrespected everything we stand for." She went on to say that family, to her, means everything. And when someone hurts her son, especially someone who is supposed to be close to them, she takes that personally. "You broke our trust," she said. "You're not just messing up Scrappy's marriage, you're breaking apart the people who were supposed to stand together." Khaotic stood there, realizing there wasn't much he could say to change her mind. Momma Dee was furious, disappointed, and heartbroken all at once. And in her eyes, this wasn't just a personal matter. It was a full-on betrayal of the family values she fought so hard to protect. "You hurt my son, and for that, I'll never forgive you," she said finally. Her voice was low, but the message was loud and clear. "You might be sorry now, but you'll have to live with what you've done." By the end of the confrontation, Khaotic looked stunned, probably realizing the full weight of his choices. But the damage had already been done. Momma Dee's anger wasn't something that would fade overnight. This was a wound that wouldn't heal anytime soon, if ever. What happened between Momma Dee and Khaotic turned into one of the most unforgettable moments of the season. It wasn't just about sneaking around or secret hookups. It was about trust, loyalty, and standing by the people you claim to care about. For Momma Dee, it was a reminder that some lines should never be crossed. And when they are, there's no going back.
Whole time, he the one who called me out my name, disrespecting me, talking gangster. I never talked gangster. I never threatened him. I don't play no victim. I just don't do all that fake gangster talking and all that there. You came at me talking gangster. First of all, if I say anything slick or say anything crazy out my mouth, I got the right to anyway.
I probably went too hard or something, took something the wrong way or something like that, you know? So I want to say, I'm sorry to Khaotic, you know what I mean?
We're getting somewhere. We're not.
Cause I can give a Cause let me tell you something. When a motherfucker over me and he feel like I'm not a good person, I feel the same way Khaotic feel. So we on the same page.
No, but he does not feel that way.
He just said it. He said, hey, if you feel like I'm not a good person in your life, then you need to stay like that, and I'm gonna stand on that. And we gonna stand on it.
No!
Let's stand on it.
No!
We gonna stand on it.
No, he does not. Stop. He did not say that.
What I said was, if you feel like I'm a bad person to you, then
Hold on. This is not about that right now. This is about you. How do you feel about him?
No. I never said I had a problem with him.
No, this what he do. This what he do. He say something crazy, and he be like, oh, I ain't got no beef. I ain't got no stuff.
Khaotic always try to play a victim. He'll start some then he want to be like, I don't want no beef, man. If you got an issue, stand on it. If not, sit down and shut up, bro.
At the end of the day, like I said, bro, it don't even really matter.
Cuz gonna try to goddamn, he want everybody to be like, oh my God.
No, because we're so grown, we can really make an assessment of our own thoughts here.
I be watching cuz, I be like, oh.
Okay, so wait.
You know what your problem is?
I ain't got no problem, my I'll beat your ass.
You had 1,000,000 times to do it.
Do it now.
Why you wait till you get on TV to do it?
Why you on YouTube?
Why you You're a TV man.
You a clown.
You got a problem with me.
You a talker. Keep talking that shit, boy.
He's a
The air felt heavy in the quiet room, and everything around Scrappy seemed to blur. He wasn't new to anger. He'd always had a temper. And when something got under his skin, it was hard for him to calm down. But this moment hit differently. He wasn't just upset. He was deeply hurt, confused, and boiling over all at once. He paced the floor, unable to sit still. His heart pounded in his chest as the words kept repeating in his head. Bambi and Khaotic. Together. A secret that had been kept from him, hidden for who knows how long. He could hardly believe it, even though deep down, part of him had sensed something wasn't right for a while. There had been moments he brushed off, quick looks, between them that lasted a bit too long, quiet conversations that stopped when he walked in. But he never imagined anything like this. Now that the truth was out, every little detail started making sense. The lies, the strange energy, the way Bambi would act distant. He had ignored it all. But now, it hit him like a wave. Scrappy wasn't just betrayed. He felt played, and the pain of that truth ran deep.